changes like the wind. Please excuse me, I don't know where to begin. But I didn't think I cared. I could be your friend, but I'm unprepared. Oh, I've never felt like this. I was unaware that you were lighting flares. Now I'm running scared on my own. And it shows, 'cause I don't see you like I used to. Now I'm going back on the things that I know. Oh, all my nights taste like gold. Yeah, when I'm with you, it's like everything glows. And all my days can lay low. Yeah, when we're waking up slow. I could rearrange, would you do the same? I don't wanna change, but you're just too good to miss. 'Cause I'm intertwined and I'm running blind, but I don't mind, I'm so glad it came to this. You know I've never been so lonely on my own. And it shows, 'cause I don't see you like I used to. Now I'm going back on the things that I know. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Hi. Thank you for being here. And welcome to my channel if it's your first time. You can say hi to the comment section and tell me where you're watching me from. And yeah, so feel free to give any suggestions, questions, whatever, just put it over there in the comment section, okay? And as you know, if this is not your first time here, we're just going to do our morning awakening session, which is a mixture of a bit of yoga, a bit of stretching, a bit of qigong, bit of meditation, just a mixture of things really to start the day by being a bit more present in our bodies, a bit more focused, and starting the day hopefully a bit more energized, not so much in our heads, which is very tempting, right, in the situation we're living right now. So all you need is just a space you can lie on, nice and comfy. If it's a carpet, that's okay. If it's a mat, wonderful, but it doesn't have to be. So anything like that will work. And we're just going to get started, okay? I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Very good. That's much better. Wonderful. We're just going to start sitting. Now, if you've got a cushion or you need a cushion for later, just get a cushion and have it close to you because it might help you with certain positions if you want to give you some support on the knees or underneath your bum or something like that, okay? So we're just gonna start sitting on our heels and just releasing those palms and having them just on top of my knees, starting to allow the shoulders to be nice and open. And I'm gonna slowly just allow my eyes to close. Just starting to bring the awareness into my breathing and into my body. So slowly just starting to bring the attention. How is my body feeling right now? What kind of sensations have I got? What's calling my attention right now? Is there any bit that I feel like is particularly stiff or constrained? Just without judging it, simply observing what's going on this morning in our bodies. And going on to observe the breathing. What kind of breathing have I got this morning? What's its rhythm? If I had to give it a texture, what texture would it have today? Trying to let those answers come from our intuition. If it was a color, if my breathing was a color, what color would it have?
position is very uncomfortable, I can always sit with my cross-legged, okay? But if you're good in here, just stay nice and deep breaths. Starting to simply observe the breath as if it's a wave that comes up and down. Can I imagine as the wave comes down, it just splashes down the pelvis and allows all that area to get heavy, like I'm letting all the content just spill down on the floor. Inhaling. Can the inhale feel like loads of branches of air that aren't getting filled? It's like a tree that's sort of growing from the root up to the ceiling. Starting to feel if I can lengthen a little bit more my head towards the ceiling without forcing it, just naturally letting the air bring me there. So I'm like a little of a like an elastic band that's being pulled from the roots into the ceiling, finding that length through the back of my neck. Great. From there, I'm just gonna slowly open my eyes, have my hands by my side, just observe the space I'm in. Observing little details I've got around me I normally maybe don't really look at. Right, and from there, my palms are just going to be by my side, and I'm just going to release all my body weight forward to stay my child's pose for a little bit. So just really letting the head get super heavy towards the floor and allowing the spine to bend. Letting my groins let go. Starting to take the air into all that posterior part of my spine. So I'm starting to let the front be nice and soft. And I'm sending all the air to that back. Very good. Last round of breath. And from there, I'm just going to come all the way, sending my sacrum down. Good, wonderful. From here, I'm just going to release my legs forward and we're going to go for a bit of a spine stretch. I'm going to do it on my side so you can see me, you can stay where you are. So nice and not too wide legs, just to that nice position where I feel like I can be comfortably sitting on my sit bones. Now, if I want a bit more support, I can put a cushion underneath. And if this is not comfortable at all, I can cross my legs, okay? The different options for everybody. So just hands are by my side and I'm gonna let my skull. So first of all, it's just like this gets super heavy. Oh, my head gets super heavy and I'm letting that drop. Really, just let the weight do it. Don't try to actively do anything. Let the weight of your head drop and imagine you're lifting your heart up to the ceiling. As if you were a little puppet and you had a string pulling your heart up to the ceiling. And I just till I can imagining. I'm not going too forward as you can see. I am thinking more of an internal spiral inside me. On the top of my head wants to crash in the middle of my legs. Then I'm gonna send my sacrum down and come all the way back up. Good. So really letting that head melt. Again, heavy. And imagining, guys, I'm creating a big C so I can even use my hands if I want to create more space in my groin. Like I want to make my waist longer and I want to really create a circle so that my head can sort of crash into my legs. So I'm not going more forward. I'm really just going into myself. Very good. Starting to feel how I'm making my feet active towards the floor so that slight pressure of the feet against the floor. Again, last one. Heavy, heavy, heavy heart. Good. Breathe to create space in that big C. Wonderful. And more space. And even more. Good. Make it bigger, make it wider, make it longer. Beautiful. Stay there. Breathe into your back. Follow your heart to the ceiling and come. Good. Nice work. I'm just going to release my neck a little bit. Nice little circles one way. Nice little circles the other way. That's so good. Let's have the hands back. Okay, I'm gonna have just feet out bent a little bit. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bend my elbows slightly, just here. And I'm just gonna breathe into my upper shoulders. Okay, this tends to be sometimes very tight, and we're just gonna work on that. So we're gonna go nice and long, inhaling into the upper shoulder. And as I exhale, I try to stay there and squeeze my waist together. And again. So the idea is that I'm inflating a balloon in my shoulder. So right in here, I want to really inflate this area and then let it be nice and long up towards the ceiling. And again, so I'm actually going to do 3 inhales. So I'm going to do, so inhale, 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 and I stay there squeezing the waist and not collapsing. So the exhale is not a collapse. It's actually a way of staying up. Good. And again. Exhale, stay up. Very good. And again. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Wonderful. Last one. Stay there. Good. And relax there for a second. Let's just pick up the hips. Good. And we're just going to drop them down. So just to awaken that hip a little bit, we're going to go up and down. And again. Up. Really using the feet, guys. Down. And up. Yeah, so what's the minimum energy I can use in order to lift my pelvis and just stay on my feet? 3 more. Nice. Good. Last one. Gonna stay there for a second. Try to lengthen my arms, pull my elbows apart, breathe into my shoulders, and relax down. Wonderful. Very good. Now from there, we're just gonna have one leg bend. And we're just gonna let all the weight drop towards my right leg. So nice and heavy, and let's stretch. Very, very good. And coming all the way up again. Now, if I want to do flex, I can do flex on that foot. Coming forward again. And up. Very good. Last one. Yes. From there, I'm going to reach my other leg out, and I'm going to have, if I can reach, my hands on the top of my toes. Okay, if I can't reach, I can always just grab my shins. And if this is okay, I'm just going to put my hands just curling my toes towards me, and I'm going to let my weight drop forward. And again, thinking of creating that space in your groin and starting to press with the feet down. So you're working into that big C, sending air into your upper back. Very good. And relax. Very good. And from there, we're going to go hard up. So we pull the toes towards us and the hard up, and then we release. Very good. So it's like we send the sit bones back. Stretch those shins. Good. And down. Good. Then try to over tuck your legs. Think more of pressing the feet down on the floor. And again, hard forward. And release. Last one. Hard forward. Very good. And release. Wonderful. Let's go with the other leg. So we bend the right leg, have it nice and open, and we're going to go forward. And again, if you want, you can have your elbows on the floor or simply staying a little bit higher. Relaxing all that hamstring. Cool. Very nice, guys. Okay, let's go to our all fours.
So we're just gonna go to our all fours kneeling and we're just gonna awaken those toes a little bit. So I'm just gonna go back and forward, letting the toes curl and relax. So you're like going into your child's pose a little bit. We're just making it move. Toes curl and steps go down. Just awakening those toes. Hello, floor. There you go. That's it. Nice and soft, nice and smooth. Let it swing. Really letting it swing. Wonderful. Great. Now from there, I'm going to stay there on the balls of my feet. And I'm going to reach, so really standing on the balls of my feet, I'm going to reach my sit bones up to the ceiling. And then I'm going to come back into this little ball, okay? So it's like a downward dog, but it's a little bit smaller in shape. So I stay really in my hands. Exhale, reach the sit bones up to the ceiling. And then I come back in, really bending my knees in. Very good. Good. And again, stay on your feet, reach the sit bones up to the ceiling, and bending knees. If you need a bit more space with the hands, you can go a bit more forward. And again, reaching sit bones up. Very good. Bending knees right in. Really let them bend. Let's do one more. Stay on your hands. Really stay on your hands. Very good. And then bend knees. Okay, last one, we're going to stay up. Exhale, good. And we're going to try to walk with the hands slightly more forward for a downward dog. Now, if you can reach the heels down, you go with your heels down and you stay there for me. So really breathing into that downward dog, making sure your hands are very active, your feet are active. You're starting to connect pubic bone with chest. So your arms are not pulled off the socket, but they're very with you. And we're just going to start to walk, mobilizing those hips so we can play around a little bit with it. Just walking, staying in my hands. Very good. Wonderful. Nice. 2 more. And I'm going to go back to my feet on the floor on my down dog. From there, I'm going to pick up one leg. Okay, I'm going to lift it up to the ceiling, knees a little bit bent. And I'm going to open my groin up to the ceiling. Stay in that stretch. Use your hands. Yeah. Come back to center. And let's change the leg. So we pick up right knee. We're a little bit up. Stay in your left foot really strongly. You open the groin. Let that twist. Breathe into that twist. Very good. Come back. And send. Yes. And from there, we're just going to go looking forward, putting one foot in the middle of both legs. Release a knee down. Foot goes down. Okay, we're going to go a little bit for lunges. But in this case, we're just going to do some circles first. So my hands are on the left side of my right foot, and I'm just going to go do some nice circles right in the groin. So make sure your leg is not too close to you. And just traveling through those little circles in the groin. Very, very nice. Yeah. Good. And then you're going to go the other way around. If there's any bit that's a little bit stiff, see if you can stay a bit longer in there. Maybe go a bit slower. Maybe breathe a bit more consciously there. Great. Okay, wonderful. And stay in that stretch if you need to for a second. Wonderful. Now from there, we're going to have fists. Both fists are on the floor, and I'm curling my toes to reach my knee away from me. Okay, so I'm having a long leg, pressing with both feet. From there, I'm going to reach my left hand up to the ceiling, go for that nice spiral movement, reaching hard up to the ceiling, staying on my arms. Very, very good. Really press on the back foot. Both hips are active. And coming down, very good. From there, I'm going to turn my back foot towards the front, okay? Because I'm going to go for my warrior. And first, I'm going to go with elbow or my knee, or the arm goes up. And I'm breathing into that stretch. Really making sure this left foot is really active too. That's it. A couple more breaths in that position. Make sure your right foot is working. That's it. Good. And from there, if you can, you're going to have your hand on your ankle. If you can't, you're going to have it a bit higher, okay? We're just going to go for that triangle. So reaching hand up to the ceiling and breathing into all that side stretch. Really trying to twist that belly button up to the ceiling. Letting all that stretch happen. Again, if you want to make it higher, you can make it higher. Whatever works for you. And release that for a second. We're just going to go into a parallel shape and stretching forward, relaxing the head. I'm going to say yes and no with the head. Really letting that neck relax. And I'm going to stay there for a second. Very, very nice. Wonderful. Now from there, I'm walking with my hands in order to turn my feet forwards, and I'm gonna stay there for a second. So elbows are together, and I'm gonna bend my knees in this position and press on the feet to reach the sit bones up. Good, and again, bending knees. Stay on the sole of your feet as strong as you can in order to reach your sit bones up. And again, inhale. Exhale, really stay in those feet. Very good. Inhale. It's really easy to flee away from the floor. If you prefer you have to have your hands on the floor, you can also keep them on the floor. Bend and stay. So imagine instead of pushing the floor against you, you're like pushing it into you, which makes a big difference. Yes, that's wonderful. Now we're going to walk towards our left foot, change the direction of my left foot. So my left foot is going to point forward in this case, and the other one is going to point forward too. Can I release in there? Very good. So really stay in that stretch. 3 more breaths in here. Wonderful. And from here, we're going to bring the knee back down to go for the rest of the series. So we've got the hands on the right side of my left foot, and I'm going to go for that circle in the groin first of all. Nice and soft, really fine. You might find that one side is definitely trickier than the other one. Yeah, so just notice those differences, if there are. And just again, try to go a bit slower in those bits that feel a bit yucky. Great. And let's change directions. We're going to reverse it. Wonderful. Last one. Yes, wonderful. Now from there, we're going to curl the toes. Okay, we're going to curl the toes, have the fists on the floor, pick up the knee, and lift our right arm up. Now, if we want to do it with the leg down, we can also do it with the leg down. But if you can do it up, just go for up. So pressing on the left foot for real. So you're really working on that left hip. And imagining the right one is pressing against something. Very good. Nice and open in the heart. Going for that twist. Last breath. Yes, very nice. Now we're going to come down and we're going to turn our toes in the back towards the front. Remember? Good. So from there, my left elbow goes onto my knee and my right arm goes up to the ceiling. Staying there and breathing. Nice and deep, making sure my left knee is nice and supported. Very good. Again, use your left foot a lot. Last one. Now we go through the triangle. So remember, you can either put your hand there or go a bit lower. So if you can put it on your ankle, just on your ankle, reaching your hand up, breathing into that side stretch. Very good. So I'd say just go as high as you feel like you're not pulling in your neck. If you feel like you're too low and you're pulling in your neck, maybe you're too low there, so go a bit higher. And make sure you can have your shoulder nice and engaged. Wonderful. And from there, we're going to go back down and to the center. So bring your feet into our nice second position. I'm going to have hand on the front of my knee and I'm going to reach my right groin out. So I'm still active in my feet. I'm not sort of collapsing while I'm active. I just push my knee away a bit. Breathe into it. Just do the same on the other groin. Very, very nice. Okay. Nice. Good. And from there, let's just come back to center. Okay, feet are nice and parallel. And I'm just going to do a little bit of mobilization of the shoulders. So nice and wide circle. Just let your body move freely with it. So you can even let the head go. Good, like quite freestyle. Shoulders come up. Head relaxes. Wonderful. We're going to go the other way around. Inhale and down. Good. Inhale. Forward. Good. Last one. Wonderful. Now from there, I'm just going to let the head, go nice and soft in that big circle. Very nice. A really, really, really heavy skull. Without force in it, you know, the neck is quite a delicate bit. And reverse in the circle. Nice and gentle. Breathing through every single little muscle there in the neck. Going as far as you feel like it's smooth. And from there, guys, we're going to incorporate the body. So we've got soft knees, and we're just going to go forward. So letting the torso get engaged with this circle. Making sure your feet are really nice and steady. And you really go and do the whole circle if you can. Now, it's so important that the feet are both pressing. And that I'm breathing through all of it. Because it's so easy to catch our breath when we get to a stiff bit. So really, especially in those bits, breathing. Going super slow. Very good. And imagining, especially when you go towards the right, that your left is present and the same on the other side. Very, very nice. You'll feel like how there are really yucky bits, maybe. Good. Breathe in those, let that groin open, and we're going to go the other way around. So reversing that circle, standing your feet. Let the weight do it for you without forcing it, just going as far as you feel like it's needed. Wonderful, last one. Okay, I'm gonna have, again, just a little bit of bouncing. So I'm gonna have just toes on the floor. I'm just picking up my heels. So just a little bit of releasing all that tension, and I'm gonna let the head go with it. Really let the head bounce with you. Good, because we're gonna stay there for at least 1 minute. So really get used to it. Get used to that bouncing, that natural swinging. And let all that weight and tension drop down to your heels to the floor. So really letting every single bit of your jaw hang, of your mouth, of your face, of your shoulders. Everything just hangs and is very heavy. Good. Keep going. Wonderful. And let's just go for some grounding. So we're gonna go in 1 and 2. And we're really down. So we're really pressing down to the floor. We don't have to make a lot of noise, but we need to really be down. So we're really bending the ankle crease and being down. And if we can kick, because we don't have neighbors, well, even better. Just go for it. So you're 1 and 2, and you make it heavy. You really make it heavy. Good. You let your head go with it. Try to let the head release from any preconceived idea or tension. Good. Let it go. We're gonna start to let the voice release. We're gonna go. Just whichever kind of voice you need to release in there. You're gonna let the arms shake as you release that voice. Whatever it is that you need to make, you can let the arms be free, so you can go from side to side, you can go up, you can go down, you can explore different directions, whatever you need to do. Yes. Okay, and relax there for a second. And I'm just gonna take 1 minute to just stretch whatever feels like needs stretching. Like I feel, when you get out of bed, just feel like, oh, there's something that needs to be stretched. Just let your body take you. You don't have to think about what you're doing. Yeah, so even if you want to do it against the floor, really have a very tight pec. So I want to open up that bit. Whatever it is, you feel like really free, like you need to still unknot a bit today. It just takes a bit more. It's okay. Embracing those nice tensions of today, because they are part of us. So nice. And there you go. Wonderful. So very good. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this and you're feeling a little bit more, bit warmer, bit bit more awakened, as as the session name says. And and I've lost words at this point of the quarantine, but I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Recommend it to as many people as possible. And next week, I'm going to see how many sessions I do, because the thing is, like, there are so many videos you can guys go and do. So I don't know how productive it is to be doing more lives. Of course, it's more interesting, but most people cannot join on the live and then they join afterwards. So for that purpose, you've got like 72 or even more videos that you can really follow. So keep doing them. Please do so, because they're there for you. They're a gift for you. So just enjoy them. And if you want to collaborate with this channel and to support my classes, you've got a donation link below. And I'd be so grateful, of course, to receive your help and support in that sense. But if you can't afford, or you don't want to, it's okay. This channel was made actually for being available and suitable for everyone. So you are very free. You are very welcome to join me anyway. Yeah, I've really lost words at this point of the quarantine. We all need a big hug. So just give yourselves a very good hug today. And have a good day. And I hope to see you soon at some point. I don't know which sessions we'll do next week, but stay tuned on my Instagram at AlbaBoldC. If you're not there already, go check it out, because that's where I post all the updates. So just stay tuned for the news schedule and keep enjoying those classes you've got online. They're there for you. So just enjoy them. And again, have a great day. Thank you for being here. Mwah.